Oh my gosh. How long's it been since we did a YouTube? It's terrible.
Far too long.
I think it's about 2 months.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
We have had a summer. We've enjoyed holidays. You've had a baby.
I've had a baby.
And how many weeks?
12 weeks. 12 weeks now.
So it's time to talk about the aftermath. We did the whole labour thing.
We did.
We did the gifts. We did the whole... God, we've done everything, haven't we? So what we need to do now is talk about that. Well, the 12 weeks, but that first initial 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I think I touched on this briefly in the labour catch-up video. But I found breastfeeding very hard at first. And I think it's really important to talk about it.
Yeah,
because
really important.
A lot of women, I think, feel a huge pressure to breastfeed. Some are able to, some aren't, and that's absolutely fine. I was able to, I was really lucky, but it didn't come naturally to me. And I think that's really important to say. It doesn't come naturally to everyone. Now I've got into the swing of it. I love it.
And you're not embarrassed really when you go out?
No. I mean, I do use a cover. I use a cover to cover myself up. That's, my personal choice. I feel more comfortable doing it that way.
And you're lucky you didn't get mastitis, cracked nipples?
No. Well, I did get cracked nipples. I didn't get mastitis, thank God.
Yeah, I've had mastitis. That wasn't very pleasant.
No.
It's like flu. You get the same symptoms of flu. And have you... it was your perseverance that kind of was...
It was, yeah, because I knew I could do it. I had enough milk, and
well, that's the key, though. Because some people don't have enough milk.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. And he could latch on, so I was really lucky in that sense. But it just really hurt, and I did get the cracked nipples, so I used the Lancino cream.
Oh, that's good.
Which was a lifesaver. I'd really recommend that brand.
Avoid cabbage? Did you try that?
I didn't actually. I didn't.
It's quite a novelty, but it's avoid cabbage in your bra.
Natural sort of remedy.
Yeah,
but no, I didn't try that. But
and also it doesn't affect the baby, does it? So it
no, not at all. It doesn't affect the baby. But that's a brand I'd really recommend, actually. I think it's Lancino. I think that's how you pronounce it.
So what are you going to do moving forward with this whole thing? Because I remember with, all three, I kind of left it too late, and then they were like, I don't want that dummy, or not the dummy so much, but I don't want a bottle because it's a different sucking motion, isn't it? So have you already kind of brought in the bottle?
Yeah. So when I was struggling with the breastfeeding, it literally got to the point where it was too painful for me to do it. So what I did was I expressed, because I had bought a electric pump, and
much
expressed
better than a hand one. I don't know why we didn't want to have a hand one.
Yes. So I expressed for a couple of days, let myself heal. And during that time he had a bottle, and he was only about, I think, 5 days old at this point. And I know that some professionals out there, they'll say, if you introduce a bottle too early, they'll get too used to it and they won't go back on. Didn't happen at all. It was fine.
Different sucking motion.
Yeah, it's a different sucking motion.
And a taste probably for them. And because they can smell you, so it's more rewarding to have the mother's boob, isn't it?
So anyway, I've used bottles, and now I literally only use them every now and then when I need to. So, for example, if I'm going out for the evening, I let my husband use a bottle.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Have a bit of freedom still, and be who you are. Don't forget who you are, and go out and have that time out. In your head, have you got a time scale of how long you're breastfeeding for?
So now that I'm enjoying it, I definitely plan to go the whole 6 months, and then I will see, because I've talked to other mums, and someone had a really similar experience to me. She really struggled at first. She persevered. Now she loves it, and her baby is, I think, 11 months old now.
Wow.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but some women do.
It's personal too. I know mothers that go 1, 2, and it's up to them, but it's a personal thing.
It's a personal thing, yeah.
I think when they can ask for it, it's probably not good, but it's a personal thing. It's a choice, isn't it? It's everyone's choice. It's comfort. I get that comfort, and a lot of women absolutely love it, so it's comfort for them as well. I really enjoy it now, so I've been really lucky. Just massage those boobs with loads of oil to keep that elasticity. And I've always got the cabbage leaves as a backup. What else have you noticed? Well, physically, I mean, I've healed, I've recovered. Good. Did you do the lavender and in the bath? In the bath. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a bath for quite a while. I didn't actually feel the need to have a bath. When I was pregnant, I was having them all the time. Yeah. But I didn't have a bath for a few weeks. Wanted to make sure, obviously, my stitches were all healed. Yeah. But then when I did get back in the bath, it felt fine, so that was really good. And it is relaxing, isn't it? Just having a soak every now and then. Yeah. But no, I just let my body
body recover. I didn't rush into anything. I didn't rush into any exercise or anything too
that's
soon.
Good.
I let myself heal first, had my 6-week check with the doctor who said that everything was healed, and now I feel like I'm ready to do anything.
But you know, even if you can't breastfeed, but it's about your body going back, especially the stomach muscles, isn't it? You actually feel it contract.
You do.
Don't you?
Yeah, very weird feeling.
Weird, isn't it?
It almost feels like a period pain.
Yeah. It's really amazing. And also, if you've got good stomach muscles, it just goes back.
Yeah.
If you haven't, you've got to kind of wait that 6 weeks, and then you start doing those kind of sit-ups and things, and you can use the baby to push up and down.
Squats.
So you know, I mean, you know, your labour was good, your pregnancy was good, and actually you've survived the whole 6 weeks onto the 12 weeks. Are you thinking of having one quite soon after, or you're going to have a long gap?
I don't
already
know.
At the moment.
So this is another thing, and I know a lot of women out there will identify with this who have had babies. So when I first had Elliot, I still had the memory of the labour really fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
And I could remember how painful it was and the intensity of it. And I was like, oh, I need a really long break between my next one. Now I can't really remember.
It's bizarre how it
felt.
Yeah.
And I just look back on it and I think, oh, you know, it wasn't so bad.
It's like a bad relationship. You remember the good times.
Exactly. And I think a lot of women will say the same.
Yeah.
It's natural.
We have a great way of just
it's nature's way of making us have more and more kids.
Well, that's what we're meant to be on this earth for. I mean, there's so many other things we're good at, women, obviously, but you know, it's part and parcel of us as well. But actually, I would say women that don't want babies, I totally respect that as well. And I think there's a massive generation of people now that are saying, do you know what, I just want to enjoy my relationship. And I think that's really important too. It's what makes you happy. But the body does go back and you look amazing.
Thank you.
And I think it's, don't forget who you are.
No, I know, absolutely. And I'm so lucky because my husband is so supportive.
He's good.
So he gives me freedom as well. Like if I want to go out for an evening, he's more than happy to have the baby. So I'm really lucky.
Are you drinking?
Well, while I breastfeed, you know, I don't really drink. We were told at our NCT that, you know, you can have a small glass of wine every now and then, as long as you don't feel, I think, that you can't drive. If you get to that level, you shouldn't be feeding. I do it every now and then, socially, to unwind. Why not?
And the other thing that I just want to touch on is getting that bag ready and taking that baby out. So taking baby Elliot out.
Oh yeah,
you've taken to that, and that was always a concern for my friends. And I was like, we've got to get out. You've got to have that kind of mother's little coffees or whatever it is. And I think you've done that really well. How did you motivate yourself in the morning to go just throw everything in the bag and get the hell out of the house? Because you'll go stir crazy, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I know, absolutely. So I find actually that I'm out way more now doing things out and about than I was before, which I love that aspect. And what I do is, if Elliot is asleep, so the evening before, or he's taking a nap, I'll get the bag ready. Because the last thing you want is for your baby to be wide awake or crying, and you've got to think about everything that you need to pack. So have it prepared, and then see who's around and get out. And even if no one's around, I go out for a walk on my own.
Go out.
Put my headphones in, listen to music, and it's a great way to exercise as well. So I would say just do it. Even if you're feeling a little bit nervous about it, you've just got to get out.
You've got to force yourself.
You've got to get out. Otherwise you'll get stuck in a routine, I think. Get stuck in a bubble. You don't want that.
And at this age, you can just take them out and put them there, and you can have dinner, lunch, or whatever. So touching on that exercise, we are going to do some videos.
We are, yes.
With Mr. Chris Brooks, and we're going to do some like post now pregnancy, labour. So that's exciting to look forward to as well. But that's so brilliant. It's brilliant to watch you go through that whole pregnancy, be a part of it. The labour, I wasn't there at the labour, but obviously hear about it. And now to see how naturally you've taken to it. But I still think you're still you. And that's so important.
Yes, absolutely.
Keep watching and keep subscribing. And I'm sorry it's been so long. We're not going to do that again. We're going to keep doing these little YouTube clips. Thank you.